Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Getting ready for 2026's One Book July, which is a planner verse tradition where once a year on July for that month we do just one book. We put all of our planning into one book. Now personally, I usually use two planners. I have one for my wellness and one for my other everyday. I do not usually carry either one of these. So I am doing some big changes for the month of July, not because I'm not happy with my current system, which I'm in Hobinichi. Hobinichi weeks and Hobinichi, the cousin A5 size. But I want to tell you what I'm doing for July this year. I'm going to see what I think about it. I may get back into rings. It's been several weeks or several years since I have been in rings. So I wanted to take a second or a few minutes and talk about these DIYFish inserts. I hadn't seen any recent videos about these inserts, and so I wanted to kind of break them down and talk about what I think about these inserts and why I enjoy them so much. So first of all, we're going to just go through a basics of what they look like when you print them out. Then I will cut and I will bring back later in the video. We'll cut them down, and then you can see how they all fit together and how it works and what I will be using these sections for. So July, here is the first part of the first insert. Is a monthly insert. It will fold, which I'll show you in a little bit. It has just a big task sheet. You can track anything you want, list anything you want. Has boxes up here and the days of the month going across the top and the bottom. On the reverse side of this, it has all of the cut lines and the fold lines. This particular version is 2.2, and I will put the link in the description box down underneath this video. But one thing that you have to get used to with these particular version of these inserts is the days of the week go across instead of up and down. So all the Mondays are going horizontally instead of vertically. Okay, so that is one big change. It may bother you, it may not. Then you have boxes here with the days of the week. You have an empty box here, and you have a boxed grid here. Okay, so that is the first page. The next part of your inserts is the week, and every week is the same. Again, cut lines will be on one side. This is this week's dated first week of the month. So the first starts on a Monday. Then it has this blank grid space. You turn it over to the other side. There is a calendar going up and down with the days of the month on it, going vertically. There are some blanks here to fill in if you would like. There is another nice big empty grid section for you to do what you like. All right, so that's the weekly. Then we have the weekly chart. This one is another weekly supplement that is just a front and a back. So again, you have the cut marks. This is the front and the back of two different weeks. So on the front of your weekly chart is another chart for you to track anything or list anything that you would like. It has a monthly calendar at the top. Again, these are Monday start. I believe she has Sunday starts, but I am used to the Hobinichi where I have my weekends together, and I love that so much. So I am very happy. So on the back of this chart is this another week, Monday through Sunday, and another list with check boxes on it. Again, it's just front and back, okay? one of these for each of the weeks. Then we come to our days. 2.2, day on 2 pages. We have I feel box. We have a weather box. We have a blank space. Well, this all gridded, but the space is blank. There's a tracker for you to track any kind of things that you would like. Another big space here. And there is a timeline that goes through on this narrow box for a schedule if you would like. Then the second day, or the second page of the day, is again just an empty grid space for you to do with what you want. So hang on, let me cut these and fold them, and then I will be right back and show you how all of these fit together so that it makes sense for you. So all right, I'm back. Here I have cut everything. I have folded everything. I have hole punched everything. I use this Rapesco adjustable hole punch. I can do all my sizes of planners with this. Love it. Okay, so here's the monthly all cut. Here is the back side of it, and I will show you how all of these go in the planner, but here it is all cut and looking fine. Here are the weeklies. They fold out this way, and this is the back side of those, and they are all dated, which I have these. I need to put these in the other order. Perfect. These are the weekly charts that I was telling you about. They're just one front and one back. And I am going to slit these so that I can move these in between the dailies. I'll show you that in a second. Then I have the dailies, and they are as I said, 2 pages per day. The date is on this side, the blank is on this side, and it goes through the weekend. Sunday has a blank here, and then there's a blank on the back side. So you could do a weekly review, whatever you want to do on that page, and that's for the whole month. So let's put this bad boy together, because it's like a little puzzle, but I promise it's a very, very simple. Let me cut holes in, or slits in this real quick so I can show you how this can work in my planner. So we'll just cut that right quick. I am left-handed, so this right scissor thing doesn't always work so great for me, but here we are. Okay, so first of all, you're going to, let's put my sweet little Pear Filofax Personal Malden here. So first we are going to put the month. Let me make sure I'm in camera. Okay, so we're gonna put our little month here first, right? And then we're gonna take our first week, insert here, the little one that folds. We'll put this bad boy right here. Okie dokie. Then I'm going to put my weekly chart in my weekly, and then I have my first week, the 1st through the 4th or 5th, whatever. We will drop that bad boy in there, and your first week is done, okay? And you'll do the same for all your weeks. Now let me show you, I don't need to put them all in to show you this, but okay. So here we go. Here's our big July chart. You can write anything on here. You can write memories, whatever, our blank spots. Then what you can do is you can put your regular recurring tasks here, whatever. But the way this works is these nest together. So you can have all 3 open at the same time, which is one of the beauties about this particular insert, is how much real estate you have available to you at one time, and how much you have, so that you can customize all the little compartments, which I really love also. So the joy of having slits in my weekly is I can take this out and I can move it here in between each day. So if I'm tracking fitness, or I have home tasks that I don't do every day, I have, you know, different XYZ medications, whatever, I can put it in here and I can just move it. Tomorrow I will move it over to this day so that I always have this if I want to. You don't have to, you're grown up. But I do like doing it that way so that I have access to my chart and I'm not forgetting anything. So here it is in a nutshell. DIYFish's version 2.2, how it looks when it's all opened up. Like I said, you have your month, your week, your day. You have tons of space to write. You have tons of space to sprawl out and get all your thoughts out, all your goals, and how you're going to get there. I will say, I am not a perfectionist. Okay, you see this right here, this little this little line and this little line. This is the lines for cutting, and my cutter doesn't cut exactly straight. I am not going to stress about that. I am too old to be anal about these things, but that's just me. So you can get as precise as you want. The good thing is there's grids everywhere. You can get it as straight as you want. As long as I'm in the neighborhood, I am good to go. I am not, even though I'm the oldest, I'm not a type A, thank you. But anyway, I do love this, and this is what I'll be using for my One Book July this year to get me from my 2 Filofaxes that I use on the daily into one book for July. I have used these in the past. I really do love these inserts. They're customizable. You can add crayons, colored pencils, markers, stickers, washi, all the things, rubber stamps, and really make it your own. And you make it your own from day to day, from week to week. But I hope seeing this version 2.2 laid out and completed for you and put into a book so that you can see how it all works has been helpful to you. I would say the biggest adjustment that you may have with these inserts is the way that the days go horizontal instead of vertical in the calendar. That may take a little bit, but it really wasn't a big adjustment for me. But I do love that at the end of the week, all of this tucks in here, and then I start my new week. So every week is all tucked in here. So for storage, for archiving, it's all convenient. And then this whole month can fold inside here. It takes a little effort because this gets pretty thick after a month. And you know, if you put stickers and other things, it can get pretty thick. But even if you don't, you tuck the weeks here, you still see at the end, you have a nice book. You have this here that you can talk about what happened your month or whatever. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you soon. Bye.